A very good morning to all the students. So, students, in our last class, we have seen the topic some materials sink in water and some float in water. So, I hope that part is clear to you. So, today we are going to start the next part, that is properties of liquid. So, liquid means water, and we are going to have a look on the different properties of liquid. Okay. Let us now take a look at the properties of liquid. You know, water is a kind of liquid. So we all know that water is a kind of liquid. Okay. Water is not solid or gas, but it is liquid. Okay, students. So let us examine this wonderful liquid. So now we are going to understand about the liquid, that is water. Number 1, you see, take some water in a beaker and mark the level of water in it. So, this is beaker and water is taken up to this level. Okay, students. The water take the shape of the beaker. So, here you can see that the water is taking the shape of the beaker. So, pour the water from the beaker into a glass tumbler. So, from here water is poured into this glass tumbler. The water take the shape of the glass tumbler. So, we know that now water is taking the shape of this glass. Okay. Now, water is taking the shape of the glass. Earlier, the water was taking the shape of beaker. Now, it is taking the shape of glass. Okay, students. Now put the water into a flat bottom flask. Now put the similar water in the flat bottom flask. Okay. The water take the shape of the flat bottom flask. Now water is taking the shape of the flask. Okay, students. This experiment shows that water or liquid has no fixed shape of its own. That means water is not having any kind of fixed shape. Okay, because they are taking, the water is taking the shape of the things in which the water is kept. It takes the shape of the container into which it is poured. Now from here it is clear that it will take the shape of the container. Okay, students. So water take the shape of the container in which it is poured. Okay, students. So, whenever we put water in different container, it will take the shape of the container. Now, number 2, you see. Now, pour the water from the flat bottle flask back into the original beaker. So, now from the third bottle, you are pouring the water in the first beaker. Okay, students. We find that the water fill the beaker up to the same mark. Now the water is filling the beaker up to the same mark that we had marked in the first time whenever we are pouring the water. Okay. So we conclude that water has a fixed volume and this volume does not change even when the container is changed. So from this it is clear that water has a fixed volume. That means water has its volume that is fixed and this volume does not change even if we change the container. So at first we put the water in a beaker and then we transfer it to the glass tumbler and then in the flat bottle. Okay, what happened? In all the three things the water has the same amount, okay, same quantity, because the water has fixed volume. It will not change. That means whenever we are transferring water from one container to another, the water will not get wasted but it will remain the same. Okay, students, it will not change its original volume. Okay, so water has a fixed volume. Liquid has the following properties. So there are some properties of liquid. We are going to understand about the same. Number 1, it has no fixed shape. That means whenever we put in any kind of container, the water will take the shape of the container. Okay, it does not have any kind of shape. For example, if you put it in a glass, it will take the shape of the glass. If you put in the bucket or any kind of mug or any another things, the water will take the shape of the container. Okay, it take the shape of the container in which it is kept. Okay, students, it has a fixed volume. So I just has explained you that water has a fixed volume. Okay, it will not changing the container. It is not hard. So water is not hard. Like the stone and any other thing, water is not hard. Okay, students. It flows from a level, that is higher level, to a lower level. So in the sea or river, we have seen that water always flow from higher level to lower level. So water has all these kind of properties, that is 4 properties, which is very essential and necessary to understand. So I hope it is clear to you till here. Tomorrow we are going to start with the rest part. Okay, thank you.